Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So, let's just dive right into this hectic but very realistic nighttime routine. So, it was already pretty late about this point. It was pretty close to 7:30, and I like for them to have dinner by 6:30, so we were kind of behind. So, I'm trying to decide on what to give them, and I just went with some nuggets and fries, like a frozen meal with some fruit and some pretzel sticks, and it's always a hit. And like I said, this is a very realistic nighttime routine. So, no, I'm not going to try to keep them out of the way because kids get in the way when you're doing stuff. They just be right there. They're always in the way, especially when you're making dinner. Look at her. She just banging on stuff. Kids just do anything. So, yeah, that's why I said this one is hectic, but it's realistic. This is what we do typically on a night to night basis. So, yeah. So now I'm just cutting up their fruit and getting that ready. And I tried to trick them and give them a tomato. I cut it up and like hopefully they would think it's fruit, but yeah, no. Ava didn't even try it, and Serenity looked at it and said, "Nope, that's yucky." So yeah, so they sit in these cute little chairs, and I'm facing that way because that's where I prop up their tablet, like if they watch Cocomelon or Mickey Mouse or whatever while they eat. So yeah, they know when the chairs go down, they already know what time it is. So this was their dinner. They didn't touch the tomatoes at all, but they ate everything else, so it was pretty good. So yeah, realistically, this is what we do every night. They sit here because I'm not putting them on the carpet. Kids are very messy. And then they watch their tablet and they have dinner. And while they're in there doing that, I come in their room and I'm getting out clothes for them to sleep in, some PJs because they're about to have a bath when they get done. I don't know why it was taking me so long to find something, but eventually I found something to wear. So yeah, and I'm just getting towels and other stuff that they need for when they get out of the tub. So yeah, I'm getting all of that ready. And what I do is I lay down a very big towel first because I lay both of them on there when I'm drying them off and getting them dressed. And then they have their own separate towels to get dried off with. And I just put their clothes there and I get other stuff that they need, like diapers and powders and lotions and stuff. And while I'm doing that, they're just playing in their room. And they know when I pull this curtain back that it is time for a bath. And they get so excited, they get right in the way. So, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to try to keep them out the way, but this is so funny. So, I'm just putting in, that's just some bubble bath. It makes pretty good bubbles, and it smells like bubble gum. So, that's why I use that. And then Ava just cannot help herself but to touch that water. And it's funny, right here, she almost falls in the water. I had to grab her. Because she just cannot help herself. So that's when I put them out because I'm like, okay, now you have to go. But everything else that I use for bath time, it's like for sleep and for it has melatonin in it or it's to help them relax and calm them so that they're sleepy. So yeah, that's what I use. And I think it works because always after a bath, they're knocked out. So I think it does work. And then they come right back in and get back in the way. And then I let them throw in bath bombs and then I put their toys and stuff in. So they're just excited for it. That's why I don't try to push them out because they just can't wait to get in there. So now I'm just putting on their shower caps because they splash water everywhere and they just do the most and their hair is always so wet. So yeah. And they're doing a lot better at leaving their shower caps on because at first Ava, she used to just snatch it off and she would not leave it on. But I think seeing her sister wear it helps her to leave it on because she does really good now. And I just think they look funny with them. So while they're in the bath, I come in their room and I turn on the lullaby music that I play. It's like an 8-hour lullaby song. So I turn that on, I pause it so that it's ready for when they come in. And then I go back in their closet and I'm just getting out clothes for them to wear to daycare the next day. It was so hard for me to find something because I have a lot of laundry. You know how you do a couple loads of laundry, but you don't fold it and put it away. So I have a lot of baskets of laundry that's washed and ready, but it's not put away. So this is just like what's left over. So it was so hard for me to find something to wear. So I just went with the basics because I was just tired this night. I said, whatever, I'm just going to grab anything. So that's exactly what I did. So, when I'm done with that, I usually go and get my clothes out that I am wearing the next day. So that's what I'm doing right here. and then I come back in there with them and I just wash them up. That's all I'm doing. They take turns standing up, and then I just wash them up real good. And I let them play in there for a little bit longer before I get them out. Honestly, I let them sit in the tub until they're ready to get out because it's just fun. And then I think it helps, like, with them getting tired and more relaxed or whatever, because the longer you sit in the bath, the more relaxed you'll be. So I asked them, like, are you ready to get out? And then Serena's like, no, we're sitting here or whatever. So I don't rush them out of there unless it's super late. But at this time, it was probably like maybe 8:20. So now, like I said, I usually lay them on there and I try to get them dressed at the same time. But Ava just would not stop kicking and doing the most and trying to get up. And I tried to give her something to hold. She kept throwing it. So I said, okay, I'm just going to get you dressed so you can get down and get out, because I can't. Usually I do the same thing. Like, I put both their diapers on at the same time and lotion them both up and do everything at the same time. But she just would not let me. She just wanted to do the most. But that's Ava for you. I was just like, let me just get her dressed and get her out of here because she is crazy. So, yeah, when I'm done with her, now I can move on to Serenity. And I just like doing Serenity more because she will lay there and let me do it. And when they get out of the bath, I like to, like, give them almost a massage, like, rub them down with some Vaseline, because just imagine getting a relaxing bath and then, like a massage after. So this is Serenity. She's 2. And this is Ava. She is 1, and she's the crazy one. She's the busiest one of all. So every night when they go to sleep, they like to have a bottle of milk. One prefers it ice cold, and the other prefers it warm, which is weird, but yeah. I think it's weird I don't know, but that's what they like. It helps them go to sleep, so whatever. But before they get milk, I take them in the bathroom and let them brush their teeth for a little bit. Serenity actually tries to brush her teeth, and she's getting really good at it. Ava just eats the toothpaste. So after I let Serenity try for a little bit, then I go back over and try to really get it good. I try the same thing with Ava, but she's just like, no. She wants to eat the toothpaste. So she'll get it eventually, because Serenity used to do the same thing. But now that she's a little older, she actually wants to brush her teeth. But she was so sleepy. She just like, I just want this bottle and to go to bed. Ava's just ready to play, because that's all she does. So now they get their bottles and then they're just off to bed. They're walking off slow, but they're ready. They know it's bedtime. And I just think it's so funny. So now I get their bed ready. They share a twin size bed, and I put one of them at each end. I put their bed on the floor because they jump, they climb, they do everything. And I would just prefer it to be on the floor. Like, if you're going to fall, I would rather you fall from a lower level that's closer to the floor already. And it just works. So yeah, I turn on their music, turn the light off, and then they go to sleep. So now while they're going to sleep, I can get a little cleaning done. So that's all I'm doing here is just getting dishwater ready, about to start cleaning the kitchen. And I just take a disinfectant wipe and I wipe off the chairs that they just ate off, and I put them away. And then I'm just putting snacks away that were left out, and lunch bags and stuff that was left out. And since I don't have much counter space, I tend to use the washer and dryer as counter space, because why not? And some people think it's weird, but I clean the counters before I wash the dishes. I don't know. I just like it that way. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just taking some surface cleaner and some disinfectant wipes and just cleaning. This took longer than it should have, so that's why I sped it up really fast. But yeah, I'm just wiping off the counters, and I think the dishes are like the second to last things that I do. So once I get that done, then now I can actually do the dishes and put them away. So yeah, this is a typical realistic night in our house. I wasn't going to try to dress it up or make it look better than it actually is, because this is really a night-to-night thing. Some nights are earlier. Like, I do prefer them to have dinner by 6 or 6:30, but we just got a late start. But this is really how it is almost every night. So now it's just more cleaning. I don't know why this is. It really did take longer than it should have, because it wasn't much to clean. It wasn't a lot of dishes or anything. So, But yeah, this is what I'm doing. And at this moment, the girls are asleep because the bath always just puts them right to sleep. And I'm just cleaning off the sink. I got the surface cleaner again. I always clean the sink after I do the dishes just because I don't know, it's relaxing and I just feel like it should be clean after you just did dirty dishes in it. So now, as you clearly can see, I'm just sweeping the floor because I'm done with everything else. In the rest of the house, like the living room, we weren't in the living room really, so I didn't have to clean it. And then the table, it was a couple things on there, but nobody ate there or anything, so I'm just taking some stuff off and pushing the chairs in. But I don't have to do any cleaning or vacuuming or anything else. So yeah, table is already clean. And once I'm done cleaning, I usually sneak back in on the girls and just make sure they're sleeping, which they were. Like both their bottles were empty and on the floor. That's how I knew it was a really good bath. Her face looked so shiny. She was playing in the Vaseline. But yeah, the bath always knocks them out. And after this, I fell asleep. So yeah, thanks for watching our crazy nighttime routine.